Downtown Hartford, Connecticut, as the back-to-back defending national champions are facing adversity for the first time in a while, having lost 3 in a row tonight as they take on Maryland Eastern Shore, trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. Hello, everyone, and welcome inside the XL Center. Donnie Marshall, Noah Reed with you. It was a surprising 0-3 in Maui for Uconn, and the word that Dan Hurley kept coming back to, humbling.
Yeah, Noah Reed and Uconn battling some adversity tonight. But obviously, when you lose 3 in a row this early in the season, you're a team that went 37-3 all last year. I would say that is humbling, but those things can be fixed. This is the time of the year to work out some of those kinks, Noah.
Yeah, still November, right? And so they're trying to battle through that. On Monday to start the tournament against Memphis, a little bit of controversy.
A little bit, but when you're not playing well, the controversy seems to come up a little more often. A little over the back call there. When you talk to Coach Hurley, I had a chance to talk to the coaches since they've been back. He said, it wasn't just that one play. I think that play, you compound it by the technical afterwards, but this game was pretty much where it was going to be even before that over-the-back call. They fought. There you see the loss. Memphis just got off to a great start. They allowed them to shoot too well from behind the three-point arc.
2-point overtime loss. Very next day, another really tight one, Donnie, where they fall to Colorado.
Yeah, and this is a game, Noah, when you've been in these events that you're thinking, okay, we can clean up a couple of things. It wasn't a horrible loss. It was a loss nevertheless. Another close one, and again, it came down to their defense. Colorado shot 51%, 56 from 3.
Different story on Wednesday, though, to cap the tournament. Dayton really took it to the Huskies.
Yeah, they really did. I think they saw the blood in the water. You see the national champs, they've lost 2. This is when coaches say, get it while the getting is good. Again, another team, Dayton, they were 8 of 17 from 3. UConn's got to figure it out, how to guard that three-point line. And what could be more fitting than this time of year? Yeah. Wicked for UConn. There's no place like home.
7th-year head coach Dan Hurley, who they did have a 3-game losing streak 2 years ago when they went on to win the national title. Cleo Hill Jr. in his first season at Maryland Eastern Shore, also his first season as a Division I head coach, and really starting over here with Maryland Eastern Shore.
Yeah, he's in one of those situations we've seen a lot of teams this year, 13 new players, entire new coaching staff, and these are one of those transition years where you're trying to find a foundation, but also you have to be out there shaking hands, kissing babies, and trying to get the right people to support you, and playing these games could help that, no matter what the outcome is.
Off we go inside the XL Center, and it is Maryland Eastern Shore basketball to begin. 2-8, no wins against Division I teams this season.
I see Jalen Stewart in the starting lineup, which is awesome. The sophomore out of Seattle, Washington, in for Alex Caravan. They're playing really well.
Tough drive to the basket, and that's Evan Johnson, who goes high off the glass.
Basketball has been getting stops and creating your offense with your defense. That's not how UConn wants to start their games. It's just too easy.
Is that the biggest drop-off this year?
Absolutely. We're gonna show you some numbers of guys who they lost and they're scoring, but defensively, you have to find some guys who want to step up, step in, and take it to the chest and get some stops.
Samson Johnson on the other side with the short corner hook shot.
Bad things happen if you don't see another black jersey running to help you. Like this extended zone a little bit.
DR with the lob. That's Johnson on the finish.
And they'll come right out of that 1-3-1 or 2-2-1 zone, whatever it was. Anytime you throw that like this extended zone a little bit.
DR with the lob. That's Johnson on the finish.
And they'll come right out of that 1-3-1.
Knocked away, and another turnover, 5th of the game. And Ball makes it a 10-0 run for UConn. That kind of start.
Yeah, it really is, but that's the right play, though, throwing that thing downstairs. Samson Johnson will go up and get that, but you got to test him.
Stewart got it.
Now, earlier he caught it and didn't shoot it in the crowd. Though, throwing that thing downstairs. Samson Johnson will go up and get that, but you got to test him.
Stewart got it.
You got to move that basketball.
Diarra, good back cut by McNeely with the left.
That's just great action, great movement. That's one thing they did so well last year. They never stopped moving. That continuity you don't see as much with this unit, and that could be Coach Hurley changing up a little thing. You said their constant movement really gives you trouble.
Another tough look for Bailey. One more open look. Diarra parries the three.
Yeah, it's good to see Hassan knocking down those shots.
Knocked away, but right to Ross. Good lob. Reed, an easy two-hand flush.
Yeah, he's a load down there, Terrace Reed. Also trying to figure out a new system after a couple years. Just controls the game.
Good contest from Mahaney, forces the miss.
And look, he's like, I'm going to help my big. I need guys to help me defensively.
Noel drills the three from the corner.
I love this young man, I really do. I think he just adds a toughness that second unit for Coach Hurley needs.
8 to shoot. Johnson step back. In and out.
That's a nice defensive set there. Finish it off. Don't allow a long three over the top. Saw that enough in Maui.
Good work.
That's what I love about Noel. We see him come down, makes his shot, gets a stop on the defensive end, contests it without fouling, and then defensive set there. Finish it off. Don't allow a long three over the top. Saw that enough in Maui.
Good work.
I love the refs not blowing the whistle. So many games you see them automatically, a guy hits the floor, they call it travel. Look at that. That hard work, Reed on the floor, digging that loose ball out, created that three-pointer. He might not get the assist for it, but that's what created the three-pointer there. And Uconn, they're home after losing 3 in a row in Hawaii. Getting their mojo back a little bit here. Sharing is caring. The Uconn Huskies are feeling really good right now. 3-ball corner pocket, McNeely.
Twisters is streaming.
Extra pass, McNeely.
That's a really good closeout in the corner. But you need a teammate. Cardell Bailey's like, hey, I need somebody to get that rebound. I just forced him into a bad shot.
Ross can't hit either, but another offensive rebound.
Terrace Reed has done a nice job this year on that glass.
Ball lays it in.
And you can see why Maryland.
Shaw. Wow, good contest underneath from Johnson.
This is where you got to go right here. Kick ahead.
0 for their last 9 now after the McNeely miss. Mahaney lays it in, +1. Mahaney lays it in, +1. Six seconds, one final look. And a chance at a three-point play for Diarra.
I know Hassan Diarra.
Nice move from Shaw. It's blocked by Johnson. And a chance at 3 on this end. Nice move from Shaw. It's blocked by Johnson. Chance at 3 on this end. Take an opportunity and run with it, right?
That's absolutely right. Just got to play the right way.
Diarra lobs inside, and that's Johnson.
And this, again, that's the flow that you're used to seeing from this Uconn team. That's just a natural play. Yes, it could have been a play that was drawn up at some point, but little dribble handoff, roll, the hesitation there, and the perfect pass over the top to Johnson from Diarra. Just got to play the right way.
Diarra lobs inside, and that's Johnson.
Out there, I think it's McNeely, even Stewart, with this line up on the floor. Now it allows Maryland Eastern Shore to get into that 2-3 zone.
McNeely wide open. Too strong.
It's their last 8 3-pointers. Wide open, too.
Extra pass.
There you
Ross
go.
buries it.
Keep shooting it. The only way it's going to go in is if you keep shooting it.
Martino pulls up. Won't get the bounce. 3-on-1. Jalen Stewart, another chance at a three-point play.
I love this. Give it up, unselfish, playing through contact. Jalen Stewart making the most of his opportunity with Caravan out of the game. Uconn looking like Uconn early in this second half. Giving it up, sharing the sugar, up big.
3-on-1.
Toughness in this second half. Look at that. Beautiful contest by Ross, and now that allows them to get into their flow, play with some pace. That is Uconn basketball right there. Out of a timeout, they get a stop, and they get downhill. Contest by Ross, and now that allows them to get into their flow, play with some pace. That is Uconn basketball right there. Out of a timeout, they get a stop.
Noel. Abraham got it.
And this is the
off the flare. Ball buries it.
another beautiful set there. And that was run to perfection.
Good drop off and the hammer there from Vassell.
Well, communication again. That back line.
Ball takes it back to back.
How about that rotation? That is a thing of beauty. Watching solo ball release that.
Ball takes it back to back.
How about that rotation? That is a thing of beauty. I would say this second half, though, whatever was said in the locker room at halftime, players have really responded, not just because they're making shots, but there just seems to be a different fluidity. Young fella. Love it.
Reed got it to bounce in.
I think Reed's really going to help them once conference play. But you're playing well to talk trash to the other team. It's a fine line because it's not a great look, even though I understand it. You're playing well. Mahaney with the left. Again, we've seen him get downhill a few times in this game, and that's an aspect of his game, I think. It's awesome. 5 white jerseys in there trying to dig out a rebound.
Good pass.
Yeah. You know what I like most about that is he didn't put the ball on the floor. A great chance to get up and down, make a couple of shots. You got to understand who I played with, too, my teammates. They weren't moving the ball like that when you're up 40. That thing would get stuck a lot.
Bailey. Good drive. Martino can't lay it in. Here's ball.
Really nice job there by Mahaney, staying home. He didn't.
Here's ball. Here's ball.
Oh, again, the value, the beauty of this is Dan Hurley is a former player, so he's been in these games. Knows they're hard to play.
Back-to-back dunks, this one from Ross. Stewart spins and hits.
It's an awesome move. Blown out, but you got to find some positives in every game. You're playing basketball.
Ross connects on the three.
I think Coach partner, lozenges.
You got it.
Hot tea.
Bed.
Humidifier. Those
Yes.
three things, and maybe not necessarily in that order. But it was still a pleasure.
Likewise. All Uconn tonight. $99-45 the final for Uconn tonight over Maryland Eastern Shore, and we send you back to the studio now. Thank you for joining us tonight on Peacock. For Donnie Marshall, I'm Noah Reed saying so long from Hartford.